Yufnalis, as the conference draws to a close today, just give us an idea of the type of acknowledgement that was placed in terms of the role that infrastructure plays in terms of regional cooperation and integration.
Thank you. IGAD has taken as an infrastructure as the avenue to integrate the region. We are looking at developing the ports of Mombasa, Mogadishu, Berbera, Djibouti, Awassa, Port Sudan. Developing all those, then connecting them through by road from the port of Lamu and by rail all the way to those ports, including road transport and a pipeline. Now it has taken time to realize that for development to be achieved in the IGAD region, which has mostly been a region with too many conflicts and dry areas, infrastructure is key. That was one of the major reasons that we brought investors and donors together to showcase the opportunities available in the IGAD region. And indeed, at the end of the conference today, there was a lot of interest in certain sections of these projects, and we believe that within a very short time, we'll get investors interested in some of the projects.
Of course, we know the importance of infrastructure with regards to economic growth at the moment. But if you had to acknowledge what was the key success of this infrastructure conference over and above other ones that have been held, because there have been a lot of infrastructure conferences and of course we track the importance of it, but what was the biggest success for you of the conference?
The biggest success to me, first of all, was to showcase what is already working in the region. 2, again, to showcase the opportunities in the region. 3, to show the opportunities that can be achieved out of interconnecting the Horn of African region, especially when it comes to the 3 areas of mentioned: road, pipeline, and ports, and interconnectivity in terms of power, electricity, and renewable energies.
So when we talk about donors getting involved and multilateral organizations and finance institutions, what is the biggest barrier for them investing in infrastructure projects right now?
Well, the barrier, I believe, one major barrier that always scares them is political instability in the region. But as you may have known, we have made great strides, particularly in Somalia, and which has now started attracting international people. Like now, for the first time, we have an international airline flying to Mogadishu, something which was unheard of.
So basically, it's the political risk factor which is there, but are they able to price that into their models? Do they understand that that is something that will develop and improve over time, or is that something that they see as becoming even worse right now? As we know, Somalia has been a key point in terms of political risk.
Well, the situation is changing and the political landscape in the region is changing. That is why the investors were very interested in this conference. We are optimistic that it's moving to the better, and we'll have more investors coming into the region to tap into the available opportunities. And they are actually massive. They are massive. If you look at the resources in the region vis-a-vis the development of the region, I don't think any investor will be putting his money to waste by putting money in the region.
So what is the type of financing structure that you're looking at right now that is the best structure when we're talking about large-scale infrastructure projects? And what type of partnership do you see between the private sector, these financial institutions, and then, of course, corporate bodies, and then the government playing a role as well?
All those parties play a role. We have some projects that we believe the private partners will take up, the PPPs will take up those ones. We have others which the government will definitely have to be involved, and we have others which will be completely private sector. By the end of the day, they'll be serving the whole region. They'll be helping in interconnecting the region. They'll be helping at least in integrating the region. Coupled with that, of course, is the African agenda of integrating the whole of Africa. So IGAD is just playing its role towards meeting the African economic agenda of integrating the whole of Africa.
Are private equity investors showing appetite for investing in large-scale infrastructure projects still?
Sorry, you disappeared. If you could repeat, please.
What is the role of private equity when it comes to infrastructure projects? Because it's been noted that private equity players are becoming increasingly focused on the East African region. Are they keenly interested right now in investing in infrastructure projects specifically?
I don't think they're just interested in the infrastructure only, but it's part of their investment areas. You realize of late the horn has attracted a lot of attention. So infrastructure is one of them. And once you open up infrastructure and then you open up all other sorts of investment, they become very easy because an investor, besides the investors involved in the infrastructure, there are those maybe who are involved in manufacturing and then slowly move there if they are sure that the infrastructure is correct and they can have deliveries or orders done within a very short time.
Lastly, Yufnalis, have you been able to sign off any key deals as a result of this conference?
No, today it was not really a pledging conference, but just to interest the donors, and we had a lot of inquiries about certain specific projects. A project like LAPSET, which I'm sure you know, is a multi-trillion project, and no single investor can manage it. So it's going to be a multi-donor project with various donors coming in at different stages. So different investors are showing interest in different bits and pieces of the project. But at the end of the day, we hope it will all be interconnected.